I learned quite a valuable lesson over the last couple of months. As an indie game developer, you kinda have to wear a lot of different hats. And that can also be the fun part of making your own game all by yourself. I thought I would be able to wear all those hats myself and just truck along fine. But what I realized over the last couple of months is that it was not the case. And I'm of course talking about the art for my game. But first, let me give you an idea of what my game is about in case you didn't know. The game is called Chickens Don't Fly, and it's a Fodian/precision platformer game I've been working on for quite a while. It's heavily inspired by games such as Jump King, Getting Over It, and the likes. But more specifically, I've been working on this game for almost 4 years now, completely in my spare time, as I still have a day job I need to take care of. And I'm at this point of the project where most of the gameplay features are done, as well as all the levels are finished in a grey boxing state. Basically, the game is playable from start to finish. And until now, I've created all the art myself for the first 4 zones of the game. And I just thought it would be easy to simply create the rest. But I couldn't have been more wrong. What you're seeing now is what the game looks like in the current demo available on Steam right now. It's probably around a year old at this point, so if you decide to go try it, just know it's a very old build. But to be fair to myself, it's not that I think my own art is necessarily ugly or not cohesive enough. But almost all the feedback I've gotten is that it's just boring, flat and lifeless. There's nothing eye-catching about it. It doesn't really pop, which I completely agree with. And I really tried to address this issue by adding more props to the background, more details on the tiles and so on. I even started doing drawing courses just to try and understand the fundamentals a bit better. But in reality, I knew that it wouldn't be possible for me to just learn drawing in a couple of weeks or months, and then suddenly my game would start to look better. It takes years to master, but for some reason I kept going thinking that I'll improve fast enough. Ever since this daunting task of finish the art for the rest of the game, my motivation just completely disappeared. I had at least a few months where I didn't get any actual work done on my game. I just opened up my drawing software, stared at a blank canvas, maybe tried to create a sprite or two, but then realized it looks like ass and I closed the software. And this kept going on for a long time. I couldn't even stay motivated to do the drawing courses. It's very obvious looking back now, but making art just simply can't keep my interest. I can't keep myself motivated, at least not when there's so many other things that I need to make for this game. I really had a hard time accepting that fact, as I wanted to make everything myself. It's very cliche, I know, but I also wanted to do my game justice by making it look good and professional, and I wasn't gonna reach that goal by myself. So what should I do? I obviously needed to find someone who could make the art for me, but how? It can be difficult to find that person who fits the project, who can match the style I want and just have good communications. So some people might facepalm now, but I did what I thought was the best solution and I went to Fiverr. I know Fiverr gets a bad rep, and sometimes for a good reason, but I'm also certain that you can find actual talented people there. I kept scrolling and scrolling, looking for some 2D cartoony art styles that I liked, and that's where I suddenly found this guy, Boris. His style seemed to match exactly what I had in mind, so I messaged him about a proposition to create the first tile map, which is this prison area of the game, just as a test to see if it could work out between us. And he was super fast to respond and had a great service-minded approach where he would show me progress as he went along with the task, as well as just asking for running feedback on it. He showed me the result of the first tile map and I really liked it, and he seemed to fully understand my vision, but also wasn't afraid to add his own touch, which I liked. So I of course gave him another task to create the tile map for the next area, which he also smashed out of the park. And at this point I just came to the realization that I needed this guy to help me finish the project. So I'll just let the final result speak for itself. So as of now, he has created 3 areas for the game and agreed to help me with more after this. And I couldn't be more thankful. As soon as I had someone to take care of the art, my motivation just skyrocketed again. I started implementing a bunch of new features, like a new tutorial area, which was kinda needed as people didn't feel like the first area gave a good enough introduction to the controls. I also made my game ready for localization, as well as added some juice to the new dialogue system. Oh, and yeah, I guess this is new, but I'm having a few NPCs in the game, all with small storylines, quests, and unlockables. Nothing major, but just something to add a little more depth to the world building. I also added these black shadow areas around the outside of the map, as a lot of people had told me that it felt very empty out there. And I feel like these really help with that, even as a simple solution like that. It feels amazing to finally be back on the project with motivation on an all high. So what's next? Well, I've joined a Steam festival in November called Animal Fest, in which my game will be featured. So I'm currently working towards implementing the final graphics for the first 3 areas and adding a lot of polish and juice to create a new demo around that. But I will be releasing the demo probably around September or October. So if you're interested in giving it a go, you can wishlist it on Steam to follow along for the announcement there or join the Discord. That's where I'll be posting it first. All the links are in the description. Oh, and yeah, I also want to give a huge shout out to Boris. If you ever need someone to create some great 2D cartoony art, don't hesitate to hit him up. His link is also in the description. But don't give him too much work. I still need him to help me finish the game. And if you made it all this way into the video, thank you so much for watching. I know some of you are eagerly waiting for this game to come out. And it will come out. I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Finally. But that's really all. So until next time, cheers.